Greetings, and welcome to the Library of Deep Knowledge. I am Naho the Storyteller, and I have a tale to tell you. Today I am joined by Lux,
Hello, everyone.
Momo,
Pyeon.
and Wild,
You ever eat hot chip and lye?
all the time. Now we just need to... Crystal will be joining us as soon as she is prepared. And we are continuing the story of Tokyo Necro, which, when we left off, I believe Soun and Iria were escaping via the rooftops, doing some sick parkour stunts, while being chased by the 8-armed Hi-Fi Living Dead. Mitsumin had broken free of her restraints and was fighting for her life against Rorschach. Ethica is also there. I'm not entirely certain what she's doing other than watching Mitsumin fight Rorschach. That about sum it up?
Yeah.
I think Tokitaka's also in the general vicinity of Ethica.
Yes, he had some weird comments last time.
Yeah, something about being horny for numbers. Alright, let's get this started then. I think this is going to be a shorter 2-hour stream because Momo has to leave early and so does Lux. Oh no, it's Ethica. Which means we do actually have to wait for Crystal.
Perfect.
Oh hey, Crystal! The timing could not be any more perfect. Crystal, your microphone on? I'm going to take that as a no.
Whoa, what?
Oh, wait, there she is.
Ran. Anyway.
Yeah, talk about being just in time.
Ran. Anyhow. Hello, everyone. Let's go. Right.
Yeah, it's starting off with you immediately.
I don't mind losing an arm if I have to. I'm safe so long as I keep my head protected. With that resolve in my heart, I attempt disarming a security robot. Its joints have a large range of motion and plenty of power behind them, but they ain't got nothing on the good old principle of leverage.
Slimy has already redeemed ruined dramatic tension. So,
Well.
Damn.
Momo, if you would take over for Ethica for this scene.
Okay. I bent its elbow joints and pried its rifle out of its hands. No time to rest on my laurels. I spin around and open fire on another security robot. I tried to envision actual combat situations during my daily training. That's why my motions are so fluid now. But unlike my usual training, I'm not up against Living Dead. And the security robot's reactions are slow. Much slower than in Living Dead's. No, not just slow.
Lux, if you'll take Tokitaka for the scene.
Oh boy. They're completely motionless.
Oh, Tokitaka murmurs, having successfully disarmed another robot himself. I gotta wonder why they've stopped dead in their tracks like this, with no time to waste figuring that out. I switch the assault rifle I stole to full auto and fire at Rorschach. The glass pane standing between us reduced to fragments in the blink of an eye.
Wild.
Oh, okay. Oh, bother.
Get away from me, Tsumin!
Sorry, I just saw the sprite like flip.
Dodges away with a backflip and retreats to the corner of the room ever so gracefully. My rifle's out of bullets. I toss it to the side and hurry over to Mitsumi. Mitsumi, are you okay? Mitsumi moans, her body shivering. She's mentally drained, but her life isn't in any immediate danger. Tokitaka, go, get the car!
What about the woman?
I'll beat the shit out of her myself. You stay out of it.
Huh.
He probably realizes there's no point in trying to persuade me with logic here. Tokitaka tosses the rifle he stole from the security robot over to me and goes back to the way we came. Alrighty. My weapon is an assault rifle, stuffed full of ammo. Rorschach, by contrast, is armed only with a knife. A thermal karambit capable of burning through human flesh, the same one she used to torture the vice governor.
I was so close, too. That old man comes as early as you'd imagine.
I've had enough of your dirty jokes. We take necromancers down dead or alive, and you know I'm a living dead stalker, right?
Of course I do. My preliminary investigations were thorough. I know your personality, your weaknesses. I even know why you're working in this job.
Yeah, well, I guess you missed one important detail, just how fucking strong I can be. I shoot at Rorschach, but it's no use. She evades my fire with superhuman reflexes. She tilts her head. But I don't have time to worry about what that means. My assault rifle howls again and again. As the bullets pursue her, obliterating the torture implements in their path, Rorschach flees from the room. The moment I head after her, Rorschach sticks her head in and laughs in my face.
Are you that angry?
I reply by opening fire at her again. Rorschach immediately pulls her head back and retreats. Oh yes, I'm fucking angry, bitch. And I have to show that. Leave it to me, Mitsumi. I shout. Following Rorschach, I burst out of the torture chamber. Out of the way, fucks! You better hide if you value your lives. My rifle owls sending the naked shit stains scurrying back into their cages. Apparently, the sexroids in the other rooms have shut down too. I'm not facing any interference from the security robots either. Something is going down here, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, Neckhanger, I think its name was, killed Amachi.
Oh,
So that's why nothing robotic is working.
damn. Either way, my priority is Iria and Sohn. I have to finish up here and regroup with those two ASAP.
I think we can count that as end of scene. So, Crystal, take over.
Alright. Pursuing Rorschach, I find myself in the slave plaza. It's only partially lit. The red lighting, I guess you would call it. I shoot out a nearby speaker, which goes out in a shower of sparks. The music dies down at once, and the lights go out.
Wait, the badass fight music was just playing over the speakers the whole time?
That concept. Just someone in some kind of security room. Just, oh, fight's happening. Turn on the badass music. Standing before me is a host of sexroids and security robots, all frozen in place. The next corridor is a one-way passage. There's a series of indentations along the walls, but they don't go far enough in to actually serve as cover. Running in there would be like asking to get shot. If Rorschach's anywhere, it's in this room. But where? Where is she hiding? Every time a face surfaces in the light, I tense up. At a glance, sexroids are indistinguishable from real human beings. I don't have enough visibility to immediately judge whether or not they're my target. Should I use my X-brain? The old man's face flashes through my mind, and I shake my head. It's his fault I'm like this. Another face appears in the dark. It's similar to Rorschach's, but the hair color is different. I reflexively fix my aim on it, but then slowly lower the gun. A searing heat runs across my thigh. I immediately hop back and squeeze the trigger of my assault rifle. The muzzle flash flickers through the darkness, illuminating the exploding head of a sexroid, but my enemy's already gone. Seemingly from nowhere, her burning blade lashes out, slicing across my hand before I even release it from the trigger. I push Rorschach away with the gun stock, giving me an opportunity to reassess. I pull the trigger once more, but I'm out of bullets! I discard the rifle and steal a shotgun from a nearby security robot. Take this! Rorschach dances into the darkness and steals a machine pistol from another robot. She switches it to full auto and lets loose on me. I squat down behind a sexroid, frozen in an erotic pose, firing back as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Rorschach zigzags through the mannequins and dives onto the stage where she snatches a fresh assault rifle from one of the security robots. Bullets zip across the room. Empty cartridges fall onto the floor. Sexroids crumble to bits. Despite the poor visibility, the constant muzzle flashes make it easy to keep a read on my opponent's position. Sexroids fall over one after another. We steal more guns from the security robots. Ever more cartridges pile up on the floor. I don't need an X-brain. I can handle this just fine. Fire my opponent, evade her shots, steal new gun, watch for debris from the robots. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Our battle is a symphony of gunfire and destruction, here in this mechanical wonderland of sex and depravity.
Not too shabby.
Say the same about you. The remains of broken robots litter the area. We face each other, our guns out of ammo. Between us is a security robot that's barely still on its feet. Sitting in holster, hanging from its waist, is a single gun. This is where this battle ends. Our reaction speed is equal, so is our agility. Our fingers touch the gun at the same time. But we don't have the same goal in mind. A sharp pain runs through my side. I draw the gun out of its holster, but as I do, Rorschach's thermochrompet sweeps across my flanks, slashing it open. She's got me deep, all the way to my lung. Rorschach smirks. But I smirk back.
Oh, wait.
It's Mitsumin! I thought I was just a pain, but hey, Mitsumin's just as good. Say! Mitsumin sneaks up from behind, unleashing a devastating blow. Like I said, different goals. I was just acting as a decoy.
Slimy, the glasses are her X-brain. They are attached the same way as the cat ear modules on her head are.
I assume that's me.
Yep.
Don't move.
Mitsumin straddles Rorschach's body. I'm not sure when she picked it up, but she's got a shotgun held to her neck. In this position, Rorschach can't do anything to resist. I'd love to take her alive, and beat some information out of her, but...
How dare you? How dare you do that to me?
Mitsumin slides the forend back and loads a shell into the shotgun. Given what Rorschach put her through, it's not my place to interfere. Necromancers are wanted dead or alive. Trying to capture one alive can be seen as an unnecessary risk.
That's definitely Rorschach.
Oh, you poor thing. You're so adorable when you cry.
Shut up.
Fire burns in Meatsman's eyes. Her finger clings to the trigger guard, quivering.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
So?
Kiba no Hara, I'm afraid I...
You can have her. It's only fair. I turn my back to Meatsman. Gotta be something somewhere. I scan the area, looking for a gun that's still usable. There turns out to be a decent selection. I stuff a rifle, a shotgun, and a few machine pistols into my coat.
Hurry up already. Or maybe you'd like to pick up from where we left off?
Quiet, scoundrel.
Face reality, girl. A corpse is just a corpse.
One last gunshot rings out through the slave plaza.
We plummet through the air, the ground growing ever closer. The rooftop we were aiming for is out of reach. Falling from this height isn't something we'll walk away from unharmed. But I have to at least save Iria. As we fall, I pull her body close to mine. Who did we say was taking over Iria when Connie's not here?
That is a question because we
I
have
think
Momo
one time
now.
Momo did it and one time I did it.
Oh
And
boy.
Eva also did that. So,
Yeah, but Eva's not here either.
Yeah.
So it's either Momo or Lux. Who would like to? Because otherwise I'm flipping a coin.
I don't mind doing.
All right, Momo.
You can do it, Momo.
Ayuka!
It's like magic. A layer of smart material catches us, a good distance away from the ground. The makeshift footing shot out perpendicularly from the castle spire, halting our fall. Are we safe? Gunfire rains down on us from the rooftop's edge, but the floor beneath us juts up, blocking the bullets before they reach us.
This entire castle is made out of smart material.
High-grade material capable of freely changing its form when exposed to electrical signals.
Ayuka was really familiar with the mesh network. She was the one who taught Subcon how to talk in the Ikebukuro CPC's basement, and she helped me make this one.
The sound of gunfire drowns out Iria's voice. Smart material is working perfectly and keeps us protected, but being constantly shot at isn't a pleasant situation to be in. I have to get Iria to safety as soon as possible. Can we get down from here?
Of course we can.
Iria bends her fingers one by one and flat poles stick out of the spire as if to imitate her movements. They extend down to the surface, forming a spiral staircase for us.
It's like magic.
I was gonna read that.
Oh.
Because
Oh, I thought it was Ida still explain. Oopsie.
it's like magic.
Well, you know, miracles and magic are real.
The date probably just changed, because I can hear a bell ringing in the castle from the distance.
I think I might be Cinderella.
Yeah, Slimy, go here. Up you go. I pull Iria close to me.
Huh? So...
Conduct yourself with grace, princess. With her body in my arms, I hurry down the staircase. Feels like I really have become Prince Charming.
Oh.
Just as we get off the staircase, the coelacanth approaches us, knocking away the security robots in its path.
Here comes the pumpkin.
Shit, right, I thought we were still fucking switch for some reason. Who are you calling a pumpkin?
Tokitaka opens the door, frowning. The trunk is stuffed full with the weapons we left behind earlier. And my X-Brain is there as well, of course. It's about time we strike back.
Mitsuman's in bad shape. Mentally, physically, and mentally. She stands over Rorschach's corpse, panting rapidly. Even the blade of her signature katana's been broken in half. Goes to show just how formidable our opponents were this time.
Forgive me. I did not intend to kill her.
Don't sweat it. She was headed for the death penalty either way.
I did not expect her to pull the trigger herself.
Oh, so that's what happened. I didn't peg Mitsuman as the type to let her emotions get the better of her like that. On the other hand, Rorschach offing herself makes a lot of sense. She knew that if we took her alive, we'd extract information from her by any means necessary, namely torture. It's even possible she would have been subjected to human experimentation to advance research on necromancy. I can see why she'd choose death over that.
Hibanohara.
Mitsuman leans against my shoulder, advancing towards the exit with unsteady steps.
When did you realize it?
Right at the last second. When we were both fighting that security robot, you made sure to stand where I could see you. Was that your deep reading thing? I'm impressed.
That's not what I meant.
Mitsuman shakes her head. No dancing around the issue, huh?
I'm asking when you realized that you were...
Literally just today. I can't avoid sounding gruff. I went to Sue's place and had her check.
I see.
Let me make one thing clear. It's not your fault. I was weak. That's all there is to it.
But if I had...
Do not, Mr. Men. Do not finish that sentence, you hear? I'm a grown woman. Mitsumin bites her lip. The two of us might be different in terms of personality, but we're alike at our core. If there's one thing that pisses us off, it's when things don't go how they should. Mitsumin tries to suppress her ire. I, on the other hand, don't. Mitsumin's heart is packed full with years' worth of bottled up frustration. She's the complete opposite of what I am.
That's how it was 2 years ago, too. If I were stronger, I could have protected my brother from Milgram. But I was weak, so Mihiko became a living dead.
I see. Mitsumin's confession makes a whole bunch of things click into place for me. That said, I'm not the one who's gonna comfort her. You know, Mitsumin? That part of you really pisses me off. Probably wasn't expecting me to chew her out like that. Mitsumin looks at me with wide eyes, surprise written on her face. You always go Milgram this, Milgram that, all this noble warrior shit. Where's the real you? You can't tell me you're happy living such a pathetic, empty life.
Pathetic?
Just calling it the way I see it. Real fucking pathetic. Obsess over a dead guy all you want. He ain't coming back to life.
Kibanohara.
Let's say you defeat Milgram. What are you gonna do after that? See? You don't have an answer. Think about the future a little more. You've got a long life ahead of you. I can practically hear what's going through her head right now. Something about never having thought that far ahead. Now, I don't feel so bad about giving her a piece of my mind. I have the right to get mad at her. Just look outside. There's a whole wide world out there. Just brimming with danger. Spreading out before us is a theme park awash with gaudy colors, and in its center stands an 8-armed monstrosity. Hey, friend. It immediately fixes its firearms gripped in its myriad hands on us. Like I said, a friend.
I love how one of the hands didn't have a gun, it just had spiked knuckles.
Yeah, again, a friend.
The sound of gunfire echoes through the night sky. My X-brain promptly analyzes the waveform, determining that at least 8 separate guns were fired at once. The source of the gunshots matches the position of Ethicus Conry.
This is bad.
If Ethica got out of there with Mitsumi... I turn to look at Iria. She nods back at me.
Don't worry. I know how to drive a car. If it comes down to it, I can hide in some smart material. My memory is back. You can count on me.
Iria assures me, her face brimming with confidence. I've never seen her quite like this before. She's recovered something very important. Let's go, Tokitaka.
Close quarters combat isn't my forte.
Still grumbling, he kicks the coelacanth into gear. Tokitaka specializes in sniping from a distance, where he's safely outside the range of any counterattacks. But the layout of the fortress makes securing a vantage point difficult, and besides, there's no time. Ethica and Mitsumi need our assistance now. Even just getting into position for sniping is a time loss we can't afford. The coelacanth speeds toward the castle, knocking over frozen security robots and narrowly slipping past naked patrons as they flee. As expected, we find the 8-armed monstrosity there, standing imposingly as it fires its guns in continuous volleys. Its muzzles are fixed on a pillar near the front entrance. The incessant gunfire gradually chips away at the smart material. It won't offer meaningful cover for much longer. I catch a glimpse of Ethica's bulletproof coat behind the pillar. The mesh jammer's already offline. My X-Brain links up with Tokitaka's to determine the optimal course of action. I don't hesitate. I leap out of the running vehicle, roll along the brickwork, and toss a grenade I prepared ahead of time. As I do that, another grenade is thrown from the driver's seat of the coelacanth. Noticing our presence, the monster swings 4 of its arms back to intercept us, but its aim is suddenly impeded by a curtain of white smoke. Smoke grenades. It won't last long, but this smoke is full of nanochaff particles that throw off any heat and sound detectors, to say nothing of optical information. The 8-armed creature squeezes the triggers, but I abide by my X-Brain's instructions and charge forth into the smoke screen. Using optical data analysis into its onboard accelerometer, my X-Brain generates an image of the surroundings and overlays it on my obscured field of vision. I sprint through the artificial recreation of the scenery, making my way to the pillar where Ethica's taking refuge. Mitsumi!
Nagaoka, forgive me. I acted rashly.
I want to console Mitsumi, to reprimand her, to celebrate the fact that she's safe. There'll be plenty of time for all that as long as we can make it out of here alive. Think you can make it to the car?
Yes, no problem.
Ethica, thank you.
Don't mention it, buddy. Piece of cake.
I hand Ethica her full auto shotgun and rabbit punch.
Much appreciated.
Ethica says, beaming. She's finally in her element. I point at her head. Use that, too.
Nah, I'm good with just this.
Ethica cocks the shotgun with a smirk. She hates using her X-Brain. We don't have time to argue about it, though. The smokescreen won't last much longer. Let's go! I pull my re-eliminators from their holsters and break into a jog, hoping to attract the enemy's attention. Having heard me, the 8-armed monster bursts out of the smoke and opens fire. Everyone hiding in the smokescreen disperses at once. I roll along the brickwork floor, using the amusement park's facilities as cover as I pull the trigger. It's all or nothing. But for every 1 bullet I shoot, the enemy fires at least 8. The incessant gunfire continues, the roar of the guns never dying out. I was right earlier. It was trying to avoid hitting Iria, so its attacks weren't nearly as fierce. Now it has me completely overwhelmed. I'm powerless against it.
Come on!
Ethica comes to my aid. She creeps behind the opponent and lets loose with her shotgun. The 8-armed creature doesn't even flinch, though. In addition to its eyes, it must have internal sensors as well. It aims 4 arms behind its back without even turning its head. It accurately keeps track of where we are, while firing a continuous barrage of bullets against us both. Ethica's shotgun soon runs out of bullets, forcing her to hurriedly take cover behind a carousel. If even her shotgun's no good, then Tokitaka fires his Ogasawara TFD-20. The bullet is unleashed at supersonic speed and tears into the 8-armed monster's armor. But the only things that fly into the air are a few pieces of decayed flesh. The monster fixes its rifle on its new target and fires back, seemingly unfazed.
What?
Tokitaka quickly takes cover in the flower bed behind him. Had he moved even a second later, his body would have been shot through. I take refuge behind a bus. Soon after, my X-Brain informs me that it's finished analyzing our opponent. It's protected by composite armor. Using a special bacteria, its rotting flesh has been converted into ultra-adhesive matter, which serves to weave together depleted uranium. What the fuck? The sort of armor only a living dead can don.
It's too fucking tough!
A weapon that applies continuous force, like Ethica's chainsaw, might be capable of dealing damage to this armor, but our opponent isn't affording us any opportunities to get in close. If even Tokitaka's anti-material rifle couldn't deal any damage, it means all of our ranged weapons are useless against it.
Do we fall back and try to reorganize for now?
I mean, I don't give a shit if it slaughters all the old pervs running around, but having to run pisses me off!
I can't tell if that's how Ethica really feels or if she's just trying to hide her embarrassment.
Then what do we do? The average is 10.47 times more shots per minute than us, and none of our bullets can do shit against them. The odds aren't exactly in our favor.
Then let's draw this out!
You mean wait for it to run out of bullets? Its armor's thick, but there are openings in the joints. Otherwise it wouldn't be able to move its limbs. If we can get closer and aim for its joints, we should be able to turn this around. But when it's firing wildly like this, getting in close is a tall order. Hence, the idea is to wait for it to run out of ammo. The logic is sound enough.
And? How long will that take?
Tokitaka asks with a hint of annoyance. If, like Tokitaka says, it's shooting 10 times the amount of shots per minute we are, it should run out of bullets 10 times faster too. But the barrage isn't stopping. Our 8-armed opponent just keeps shooting. How is it reloading?
It's probably magic.
Science hasn't advanced far enough to break the laws of physics.
Science stopped advancing 100 years ago. Even living dead need to obey the laws of physics. There must be some kind of trick that keeps it from running out of bullets. I remember now. The inside of its body is an armory.
Huh?
I saw it pull guns out of its insides. The two of them fall quiet, trying to process what I've just said. My X-Brain confirms my speculation based on its analysis of combat footage. That 8-armed thing is replenishing its ammo from inside its body.
Only a living dead could pull this off.
You don't need internal organs when you're dead. Just a brain is enough. This is why the living dead often have mechanical parts integrated into their bodies. Of course, this is the first time I've heard of anything as utterly absurd as a living dead carrying an entire armory inside its body. So what's our plan? Neither Tokitaka nor Ethica have any good ideas. My X-Brain is silent too. The 8-armed living dead has no gaps in its offense or defense. If we abandon the fight, it's going to kill countless people. There's only one way out of this predicament. Ethica, we can't come up with a plan on our own. We need your help. Ethica heaves a heavy, resigned sigh. She activates her X-brain, and it begins to interface with ours. 3 heads are better than 2, as they say. Each X-brain develops its own unique thought patterns based on its user's cranial nerve structure. By cooperating and interacting, they can reach conclusions they were otherwise incapable of coming up with before. A new suggestion pops up. I see.
Looks like things are going to take an exciting twist, eh?
I'm sorry. This is probably going to make me sick.
Stop whining! Let's do this!
Abiding by the suggestion, I activate my micro-portable printer. The countdown begins. We emerge from cover in unison. Our X-brains are perfectly synchronized. All 3 of us will work together to defeat this 8-armed monstrosity. The battle takes place here, a teacup ride fashioned after the story of Alice in Wonderland. Attractions like this probably operate normally, as a means of putting sexoroids on display. Dolls in the form of children surround the ride, standing still as if time itself is frozen. As bullets whiz through the air, the dolls' limbs, heads, and other body parts pop off in an almost comical fashion. The teacups are destroyed one after another. I avoid the 8-armed creature's bullets as I run atop the attraction, as per my X-Brain's instructions. Ethica and Tokitaka do the same. There's just enough cover to avoid taking any fatal wounds, as long as we stay alert. There's a limit to how much we can dodge given the sheer number of muzzles fixed on us, but splitting the enemy's attention decreases the threat level. With help from our X-Brains, we successfully lure the opponent to the center of the attraction, exactly where we want it.
Let's go! Don't get too dizzy!
Music begins to play as the attraction's motor roars to life. The teacup starts spinning.
Ugh.
Tokitaka immediately lets out a moan, but he'll just have to deal with it. The living dead feel no emotions. They don't get sick to their stomach, nor do they get dizzy or disoriented. But that also means they're slow to react to spontaneous developments. They can obey simple orders, but they struggle to react to irregular movements, like the way the teacups are moving right now. The 8-armed creature's accuracy was lacking to begin with, but now it's even worse. I obey my X-Brain's instructions and maneuver through the rain of bullets, hiding behind the teacups as necessary. We keep it locked in the center while maintaining a safe distance from it. We spin, and spin, and spin. Shells bounce. The scenery blazes past. We don't give our opponent a chance to rest. Our opponent is adept at making use of its 8 arms in tandem. It changes cartridges swiftly and smoothly. Its field of vision extends in every direction, and it can respond to attacks from any angle by simply pivoting its arms. But there's one fatal flaw. The 8-armed monster only has one head. It has multiple sensors, yes, but this doesn't mean the speed and precision of its information processing are any greater. Its aim becomes much less precise when it has to attack multiple targets. All it can do is mechanically pursue anything it sees moving. And therein lies our chance to win. The gunfire continues unabated. It smashes through the cups, gradually leaving us with fewer and fewer spots to take cover behind. Empty magazines pile up around it, extending outward thanks to centrifugal force. If we're not careful, we could easily slip on one. But we remain calm and collected. We swiftly and accurately execute our X-Brain's instructions. Information travels between our conries without the slightest lag. Come to think of it, I always operate separately from Ethica, and Tokitaka's generally tasked with sniping from a distance, so I'm rarely ever even close to him physically. This could very well be the first time the three of us are fighting together like this. If either of them messes up, I'll cover for them. And if I mess up, they'll cover for me. I feel a sense of reassurance that I've never experienced when fighting alone. The 8-armed monster stops shooting just as the microportable printer finishes its second countdown. The hi-fi discards its now useless firearms. It's completely empty-handed. Even so, our weapons still can't do anything to penetrate its composite armor.
Hope you're not too dizzy, Tokitaka!
Shut up or I'll throw up all over you.
The two of them charge the 8-armed creature from two directions, quibbling with each other all the while. Ethica has her rabbit punch in hand, and Tokitaka has the Ogasawara TFD-20.
Is it? Okay.
They swing downward at the same time from both directions. Two arms fly through the air, but Tokitaka and Ethica don't stop there. The chainsaw howls, using centrifugal force to send arms flying through the air. Meanwhile, the anti-material rifle fires at zero range, blowing off even more of the opponent's arms. 8 arms become 7, then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By the time the teacups stop, all that remains in the center is a useless hunk of flesh that can barely stay on its feet. Which means it's my turn. I drive the newly printed ammunition directly into my gun's chamber, and then the other. I hold up both re-eliminators. Even without its arms, the hi-fi remains just as belligerent. It uses the last of its strength to try and ram me, but my X-brain remains calm. I push my way through the remains of the teacups and slide toward my opponent. I thrust my re-eliminators into the suggested point. I fire it closer than point-blank range, directly into its joint. The bullets I'm using are ultra-small, high-explosive shells. The opponent's composite armor might deflect bullets coming from outside, but there's nothing it can do against pressure coming from inside. With a muffled explosion, the hi-fi Living Dead's body bursts from the inside out.
Fairly well, friend.
Oh, guys, sorry, I need to leave now.
Alright, Lux.
Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Our hectic dance with the 8-armed monster comes to an end. Upon returning to the now stationary floor, we're greeted by... the the sound of Tokitaka throwing up profusely. His semicircular canals done in by the experience.
I need to hear how they voice acted it.
Oh, that's so good.
What? Aren't you going to offer us commentary on the mathematical beauty of teacup rides?
Of course. Teacup rides draw cycloidal curves most
Yes, the mathematical beauty is powerless before the might of nausea.
You alright?
Zone rubs Tokitaka's back. Friendship. I switch off my X-Brain and head towards the coelacanth, parked beside the building. What? I can't believe my eyes.
What's wrong?
They're gone. Iria meets him in both of them. What the hell is going on here? Why did they just disappear? I check every last nook and cranny of the car, but there's no sign of them. There's an obvious answer. Fuck Occam's razor! There must be some other explanation. Anything. Just think, Ethica, think. God damn it! I just keep coming to the same conclusion.
We need to look for them, Ethica.
Yeah, I know. He's right. Enough escapism. I can always count on the old X-Brain, I guess. It suggests the optimal method of searching. So, Tokitaka and I split up and began scanning through the fortress. Act first, think later. That's how Kibanohara Ethica operates. Always has been. But here I am, hesitating. All I have to do is act the way I always do. It shouldn't be that hard. It really shouldn't be. But it is. Oh, for fuck's sake! Quit it with the goddamn internal powwow. I'm Kibanohara Ethica. No deliberation, just action. Right? Right? A notice from my X-Brain puts an end to my identity crisis. Zone has just found Iria.
Let's think about this. Deduction and reasoning, the two most valuable tools in my arsenal. My X-Brain presents a possibility. Gijo Mitsumi has betrayed us. Mitsumi is a rival to the Karasuzumi Living Dead Stalker Agency. She only cooperated with us because we share the common goal of defeating Milgram. If handing Iria over would enable her to approach Milgram, there's a possibility Mitsumi would do just that. According to my X-Brain, anyway. It's certainly a plausible scenario. And up until now, I would have abided by this suggestion. I would not have even thought of questioning it. Input to output, like always. But now I'm different. Maybe trying to become a machine was futile all along. I want to believe in the handshake Mitsumi and I exchanged. I want to believe in her. That resolve propels me through the silent fortress. The harbor is where I find Iria.
Oh,
Crystal, you want to take over Mitsumi?
Sure. Don't move.
Mitsumi holds Shoshimaru's broken blade against Iria's neck. What happened? You can be honest with me, Mitsumi.
Silence you! I know not to believe a word out of your mouth. Discard your weapon and get on the boat. Refuse, and I slit her throat.
Mitsumi?
Don't. This is a trap. Something's wrong with me, to me.
Quiet!
Mitsumi wrings Iria's hand.
Mitsuman, stop it!
Ethica rushes in from another direction and takes aim at Mitsumi.
Don't expect us to just let you off the hook.
Hold on, Ethica. I stand between the two of them. Mitsumi's being manipulated by someone.
Shut your mouth. Me. Manipulated. Cease the chicanery.
I put my re-eliminators down on the ground. And approach her, step by step. Please, Mitsumi, trust me.
Stay away.
I trust you.
Be quiet.
Shoshimaru's broken blade flashes through the air, coming directly for my X-Brain from above. I don't move an inch. Her downward slash comes crashing down. I can almost feel it crack through my X-Brain and pierce my skull. But it does not.
Nagaoka.
Her blade stops inches away from my forehead. Mitsumi draws back. My X-Brain can no longer offer support. I take it off and place it on the ground. My hair whips in the cool sea breeze. Mitsumi's directly in front of me. Nothing stands between us. I can see her torment, her fear, her confusion. I trust you. Nothing suggested that I say this.
Damn it.
I can sense Mitsumi's anguish. Her eyes dart back and forth, seeking the truth. I keep my gaze fixed on her. You can trust me, Mitsumi.
Are you Nagaoka? Are you really Nagaoka? No, it can't be. But
She releases Iria. I run over to Mitsumi's side and take her hand. Mitsumi, can you recognize me?
no. Are you really?
Yes, it's me. Mitsumi grabs Shoshimaru, raises it overhead, and thrusts it into her shoulder.
Mitsuman!
Blood stains her white combat suit. Pain distorts her face. But no longer are her eyes clouded.
I really was. Forgive me, Nagaoka. It seems I was under the influence of some sort of illusion.
She used the pain to forcibly dispel the illusion. It's like I thought. Mitsumi is a woman worthy of my trust.
That trick won't work on me again. I am not your pawn.
Guess it didn't quite take.
A figure descends from the rooftop of a former attraction.
Rorschach! You're still alive?
So this is the member of the suicide wannabes they fought with inside the castle.
killing her was just another illusion.
Rorschach produces a karambit knife out of nowhere.
This time I'll make sure you're mine.
The red-hot blade burns a curved pattern into the night sky.
Fucking chance!
Ethica blocks the karambit knife with her chainsaw. Rigid force versus pliable technique. Sparks fly as Rabbit Punch clashes with the karambit knife. I pick up my re-eliminators, intending to join in. A glimmering wire flies in, coiling around Iria and lifting her small body into the air. Iria's reeled in like a fish, speeding toward the boat's deck. She's being pulled in by a giant of a man. Looks like the wire is coming from his arms. The shrill sound of a steam whistle pierces through the dock. That boat was no tourist attraction. Its optical camouflage lifts, revealing its true form. A military vessel. No time to pick up my X-Brain. The boat is pulling out of the harbor. I make a mad dash for the dock.
Nagoga!
Stay behind and help Ethica! I'm the only one who can help Iria right now. I leap from the dock, landing on the ship's deck. Iria!
Ah, shit. Nagaoka-san. Takeyuki's son, yes?
The man's polite tone belies his hulking appearance. Iria is still wrapped in his wire. So what if he knows my father? The boat is drifting away from the harbor by the second. There's no time. I came here for one thing and one thing only. Give Iria back! Oh boy.
I'm afraid we can't do that.
Something is thrust against my neck from behind. Milgram. I wheel around, bashing Milgram in the shoulder with a re-eliminator. I thrust the one in my left hand toward his chest, and then... Don't pull the trigger. I can't, I realize, as my vision begins to distort. Milgram holds up a pistol-type needleless syringe.
A long way to go before you can kill me.
My re-eliminators fall to the deck. My fingers, my arms, everything goes numb. If I can't kill Milgram, then at the very least I have to save Iria. I try to run to her, but my legs feel as heavy as lead. I sway back and forth as if the deck I'm standing on is being rocked by a storm. The world fades. Everything's going dark. Iria. I reach out my unsteady hands, but to no avail. My legs collapse under me. The world spins. The last thing I see before I hit the floor is the sight of Mitsumi driving her blade into Ethica.
Gijo Mitsumi grits her teeth as she watches Soun board the battleship to save Iria. Her stamina is all but depleted. Even if she went after him, she'd only serve to drag Soun down. All she can do now is focus on defeating the enemy before her, Rorschach.
Not half bad.
Oh hey, new sprite.
Nice, a back shot.
Now I want you all the more.
I mean, if you think about it, let's see here. It's 2 back shots.
Damn.
Rabbit Punch and the Thermokarambit dance. Ethica and Rorschach are an equal match for one another. So a new combatant should tip the scales.
Prepare yourself, Rorschach.
Oh.
This makes it 2 against 1.
Mitsumi's vision wavers, but the incessant pain coursing through her shoulder keeps her tethered to reality. She can fight. She knows she can.
2 against 1? Accurate, yes. No, it's 2 against 1 in my favor.
What are you?
Think it's about time you started working for me.
Ethica abruptly stops in place. The light fades from her eyes.
Surely you haven't forgotten that we exchanged body fluids. Putting up a fight? I like that. But one last push should do it.
Rorschach approaches Ethica and thrusts the Thermokarambit into her chest.
What are you?
Ethica's flesh sizzles as the blade digs deeper.
Injecting nanomachines directly into your body. Don't worry, there's nothing to fear. You're already completely under my control.
In your fucking dreams!
The light suddenly returns to Ethica's eyes. Rorschach hurriedly makes to jump away, but Ethica grabs her and refuses to let go.
Can't believe you actually fell for my shitty acting.
Impossible.
Ethica plays her ace.
Tokitaka! I know you're watching! Fucking shoot her already!
No reply comes. Rorschach is frozen in place, but if Tokitaka shoots her now, he'll hit Ethica too. His reluctance to fire means that he's unaware. In that case... Mitsumi pulls the broken Shoshimaru from her shoulder. A geyser of blood spurts forth. Proof that she's alive.
Do it, Mitsuman!
Stop!
At Rorschach's command, Mitsumi's eyes cloud over once more. Her consciousness dims. The world before her is overwritten.
Wild, if you would.
Mitsumi, listen to me.
A shiver runs down her spine at the sound of that familiar voice. The person Ethica is holding onto isn't Rorschach. It's Gijo Sumihiko. The man she couldn't protect.
I want to live. Please, don't kill me.
His words have no effect. Real or not, it doesn't matter. Mitsumi's made her decision. She fights not for those who are dead, but for those who are still alive. She drives Shoshimaru into Ethica's back with as much strength as she can muster. Resistance. It abates. More resistance. Thrust it all the way.
That's still you,
Oh.
Wild.
Yeah. No. This isn't...
Sumihiko vanishes. No, he was never there. Her katana is embedded firmly in Rorschach's chest. Straight through the heart. It's over. Pulling Ethica with her, Rorschach collapses to the ground. Her body lies still.
Nice work.
Ethica looks up at Mitsumi and grins. Shoshimaru is sticking straight through her, but there's not a hint of pain in her expression. She's not just putting on a brave face. She truly feels no pain. Ethica reaches into her back and draws the katana out. She rises steadily to her feet, turning her eyes to the battleship out on the bay. It's too far out to catch up with it now.
Looks like we know where we're headed next.
The battleship retreats into the night as Ethica watches. Mitsumi's eyes, however, are on the dusky red blood seeping from Ethica's chest. She's all too familiar with that color.
It was you, wasn't it? I immediately cut to the chase. The old man refuses to turn around or even answer my question. He continues silently looking out at Tokyo through the window of his top floor office. Did you want to keep me around that bad?
Wild?
He wrote BRB in the chat.
Oh.
Oh, third. Indeed. It is the weekly soul. Okay, are we gonna be ready into now?
Oh yeah, he put it in the chat that I'm not looking at.
Yeah, the Discord chat.
Oh, fun.
Oh, we're back to this.
Yep.
Yep.
So it was
Okay.
let's see here.
Did you want to keep me around that bad? Baba.
Yes. You're an indispensable asset in our ongoing fight against Milgram. So I turned you into a living dead.
My old man used to be the head of the Self-Defense Army's CQAMA training unit. He's often mentioned as the leading figure in perfecting the X-Brain, but he likely did plenty of research into the field of necromancy too, as a way to study how best to combat the living dead. So it comes as absolutely no surprise to me to learn that he himself has been a necromancer all along.
Milgram is at Tokyo Bay.
American class amphibious assault ship number 12. The Hawaii. A relic from the past century. Originally destined to be disassembled as scrap. With Milgram now fully exposed, the fact that ship is docked right under our noses in Tokyo Bay would mean...
He appears to be after the Tokyo megafleet. With Rorschach dead, Milgram is rapidly running out of options. The Empire Energy Corp has sensed this as well. Even as we speak, they're preparing to deploy their Spec Ops.
A very, very sad Spec Ops unit.
But not to sink the ship itself, I take it.
I've prepared a submarine for you. The Empire Energy Corp has given me no prior notice of their plan. What we do during the battle should be none of their concern. That goes double for someone like you. A living dead stalker specialized in taking necro.
Huh? So, basically, I'm supposed to make use of the chaos and ensuing from Sad's attack to sneak on board the ship and rescue both Iria and Soun. Not gonna be a walk in the park, that's for sure.
Securing Hogyo Iria will give us a considerable edge in dealings with the Empire Energy Corp. Also, I happen to have a personal score to settle with Milgram.
I bet you do.
Old man Yowie.
Old man Yowie.
It always comes back to old man Yowie, eh?
Kiriri's route is so fucking wild.
It changes everything, doesn't it?
I can't believe how much that route was.
Yeah. And it changes everything. Damn, I'm a little surprised. I feel a sudden urge to rush over to him and get a good look at the expression on his face. Actually, never mind. Looking him in the eyes would only sour my mood. How long are you planning to just...
No, that's him.
Oh.
No, sorry. How long are you planning to just stand there? You have a job to do.
Right, sure. I'm counting on you to do yours too. I give him a wave and turn to leave the room. Ever since his rise to the rank of Major General Kibanohara Hokoyasu has been known as a firm and dedicated opponent of the energy elites. Even within the military police, he's had plenty of repeated run-ins with political moderates who have no qualms about bending over backwards to curry favor with the Empire Energy Corp. Hell, I very much doubt the mission he's just given me has been unanimously approved by his peers. If anything, he's probably acting on his own.
Ethica.
He calls out to me from behind.
You were of no use to me while you lived. The least you can do is prove your worth to me in death.
I feel a faint ripple in my soul that might have once been anger. Well, that's about it. If this had been a week ago, I would have no doubt jumped over his desk to punch him in the face. Right now, though, I don't even consider it. Give it to me straight, old man. How much longer will my feelings last? His silence speaks volumes. Not much longer, then. With nothing else to say to him, I silently make my way out of the room.
Momo, if you would.
Ethica.
It's Kiri.
What he said just then.
Looks like she overheard us. Sorry. I can't look her in the eye. Regardless of what I say here, I know I'll just end up regretting it. And yet, I end up making excuses anyway. Look, I didn't want to hide it from you. I mean it. But like, I didn't know it myself until just recently. I couldn't find the right time to tell you. She hugs me. What's important now is maintaining my distance. Over the next few days, I'm gonna slowly wither away and die. After a while, I'll no longer be able to feel any pain or sadness. So in that sense, I'll be fine. But Kiri won't. My dying is enough pain for her to deal with. She doesn't need any more. Kiri, this feels wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong about it.
But Kiri, I'm no longer the person you used to know. I can't even tell what you smell like anymore. So, please.
A liar.
The way she whispers into my ear sends a shiver down my spine. It'd be easier to just let go of my emotions and become nothing more than a walking corpse. But somehow, I can't bring myself to do that. More than anything else, I just want to stay by Kiri's side.
I can tell you're happy. No one else knows you like I do, remember?
But
I'm begging you, Ethica. Let me have this, at least. Please.
she's right. I nearly did something that would have gone against everything I believe in. Everything I am. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll use the time I have left to laugh. To cry. To struggle. And to live. No more regrets. I'll live my life to the fullest. For as long as I still can. The way I die is gonna be one hell of a testament to the way I lived.
The first thing I feel is the biting cold against my skin. It threatens to freeze me to my very core. My muscles ache, and so does every joint in my body. I do my best to keep my eyes open and prevent myself from falling asleep. My eyelids feel heavy. My vision is blurry. The faint light of the room pierces my eyeballs like a needle. As I finally manage to take in my surroundings, I realize I'm in a cell aboard a ship. The swaying of the room doesn't seem to be from the lingering effects of whatever drugs they got me with. Lying next to me on the floor is Iria. I do all I can to keep my anger in check. Seething emotions can often serve as the fuel that helps people overcome pain, but I mustn't allow them to completely overwhelm me. I have a duty to keep her safe. Iria's limbs are bound by stun cuffs. They've also put a blackout collar on her. My arms are similarly tied up above my head, and I can feel a distinct pressure against my neck. Looks like they did the same thing to both of us. I inhale a deep breath and attempt to recall everything that's led up to this. I chased after Iria and jumped aboard the ship that was docked in the fortress's port. Milgram knocked me out with some type of drug, and... that's odd. Why did they go out of their way to tie me up? Why not just kill me on the spot? I recall the last thing I saw before passing out. It was the distant silhouette of my loyal partner at the docks of the fortress, as she was being impaled by Mitsumi's sword. As the blade pierced through both Rorschach and Ethica, I clearly saw the color of the blood that sprayed forth from the latter's wound. It was dusky red. The kind only those injected with lemures have. The blood of a living dead. These past few days I've noticed Ethica acting somewhat strange, but I never made the connection that she had died. Even now I half doubt what I saw. But if she really was killed, it likely happened at the Ikebukuro CPC. Ethica and I went our separate ways, and she ended up having to fight that flying hi-fi. That's probably when she...
You're up.
Milgram! Seeing him walk into the cell all calm and composed makes my blood boil. Ethica died because of him. She's been turned into a living dead. You bastard!
You still have plenty of fight left in you, I see. You really are Nagaoka Takeyuki's son.
That name again. He's not even talking to me. Unfortunately, Eternal Father, that's a once per stream thing, and Slimy already redeemed it at the beginning of the stream. I'll have to find some way to get your 1,000 pages back to you. Could have sworn I set that to only be activatable once every 3 hours. It says all rewards have been claimed for this stream, so... Remind me, did I set it to... Did I say it was only once per stream, or did I make it 2?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Remember
You know what?
It was once, but I don't know if you changed it because sometimes I wasn't there.
I might have set it to be 2, actually.
Oh!
In which case, Momo...
Well, that does add more fun.
Momo, would you take over for Milgram?
Okay.
Hurrah!
And, Wild, you can have Soen for this scene.
Hurrah!
I'll take Iria if she wakes up.
Sure.
Boys!
Alright, Wild. If you read it, it didn't come through.
Hello. Yes? My microphone works again?
Yep.
Splendid. I moved it a millimeter and it fucking died. He's not even talking to me. All he sees is my father. Why won't you kill me?
Believe it or not, I do greatly admire your skills. I'll get to the point. I want you to join me.
I see. His straightforward, no-nonsense answer helps me connect the dots. Is that still...
That's still you.
Zone? Okay. Tang Yunshan's dead. Rorschach's been taken out as well. You're running out of henchmen.
You sell yourself short. For those two alive, I would still want you in my ranks. Join me and become one of the suicide wannabes.
I'd rather die. I spit my answer back at him without any hesitation. There's no way I'd ever accept his proposal.
Do not care what happens to Hope Iria.
He grabs Iria by the arm and forcefully pulls her closer to himself. Wait! Milgram ignores me. Paying no heed to the visible anguish on Iria's face, he drags her tiny frame toward the entrance. I squirm and struggle in a desperate attempt to break free from my stun cuffs, but it's to no avail. It's only a matter of seconds until Milgram leaves the room. If I lose sight of Iria now, I'll join you.
Go on.
If it saves Iria, I'll do it. I'll join the suicide wannabe.
Oh.
Milgram's eyes widen in surprise. But before I do that, I want you to answer one question.
What is it? Speak up. I can't hear you.
Looking mildly puzzled, Milgram draws closer to me, and that's exactly what I've been waiting for. I spit in Milgram's direction. His face is too far away. My spittle ends up landing on his anti-armor suit.
What's this supposed to mean?
Did you seriously believe I would join you? You and your men. You killed Ethica.
Are you angry? How very human.
A barely perceptible tinge of satisfaction appears to color Milgram's face. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. He once again turns to leave the cell.
I'll just have to leave you in his care until you decide to be reasonable.
What? Oh, Joy.
I don't think I know who this is. Because that didn't sound like Pavlov. Whoever it is, Crystal, I guess you're taking.
Yeah.
Hearing that voice makes the blood freeze in my veins.
Wait, I do know who that is.
I begin to question my very sanity.
I think that's Ikatsu.
It's a voice I know all too well. As Milgram leaves, another man steps into the cell to take his place. Oh, Jesus.
Time no see, son!
Crystal is the perfect replacement voice for this, actually.
My former mentor. A man I thought dead. Karasuzumi Ikatsu.
And that's the end of the scene, so the end of the ruined dramatic tension.
Crazy shit. Okay. After explaining everything to Ryoko on the phone, I came here to the hospital for a checkup. My wounds have all been patched up, and I'm doing reasonably well. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm dead. Gotta hand it to this undead body, though. I wouldn't have survived getting skewered by Soshimaru without it. And while we're on the topic of making good use of my new body, I'm also planning to undergo a bit of an upgrade, so to speak. I told myself I'd live the rest of my life to its fullest, and I aim to keep it. And I aim to keep that promise. If I can take advantage of something, I will. I told Ryoko to head to the old Odaiba district. I'm also planning to head there in Kiri's Grey Chameleon, but first, I gotta take care of something else. Hey, Kiri, mind if we take a quick detour?
Not at all.
We arrived at Shin Okubo. Aside from hunting the living dead for work, there's only one other reason I'd ever come here. Give me a sec. This won't take long. It's my first time coming to Meatsman's agency. I knew she was located in Shinokubo, but actually coming here really makes me question why she chose such a cold place to set up shop. Who is it? Yo, Meatsman, how are ya? Kibanohara! She throws the door open and then immediately closes it with a surprising amount of force. How are you feeling? Fine. For now, at least. I see. That's a relief. If there's one advantage to this body, it's that it can definitely take a beating. Or a sword through the chest in this case. Would be perfect if I could keep my emotions too. Mitsuming kind of just stands in place without saying a word. Is she still hung up about what happened? She really shouldn't be. Realizing I became a living dead is what helped her defeat Rorschach in the first place. So, what brings you here today? I'm on my way to sneak aboard Milgrim's ship. We'll need a small team to rescue Stone and Iria. And kill Milgram. I nod. Once aboard the ship, we'll mostly have to deal with enemies in close quarters combat. In that sense, Mitsumin is pretty much the perfect candidate for the job. I imagine Milgrim's goons and the Sad Forces will be too busy fighting each other to pay attention to us. We'll use that to our advantage. Look, I don't want to sugarcoat this. It's going to be a dangerous gig. You in? Oh. That's weird. Knowing Mitsumin, I kind of expected her to jump at the opportunity. Why did you come to me? Don't be silly. Aren't we allies? I see. She nods, seemingly satisfied with my answer. Come. What's this all about? Is what I'm about to ask, but Meatman immediately grabs my arm and pulls me into the building. Oh man, don't tell me things are about to get hot and steamy in here. Yeah, right, like that'd happen. What does happen is Meatman staring at me from up close. Stay still. She slowly reaches for my cheeks. Hold up a sec. Are we really going straight to third base? This really isn't the time or place. And this is coming from me. But besides, Kiri's waiting outside. And Mitsumin has sown. I'm going to apply some makeup to your face. Wait, makeup? Mitsumin brings out a cosmetics box, packed full with an entire assortment of makeup accessories. I'm both relieved, and just a bit disappointed at the same time. Just a bit, okay? The necromancy used by the military police is far from perfect. It may be able to sustain your pseudo-vitals, but the same can't be said about your physical appearance. So you're saying that you look unnaturally pale, yes. Give me a few seconds to do this. She starts applying the makeup. It feels odd in a way. She's surprisingly good at this.
It's almost like she has a brother that she does this for.
I could have sworn she was like me, in the sense that fighting was her only hobby. Are you surprised? Huh? Well... Considering how close she is to my face, it's no wonder she's seen right through me. Suddenly, I hear something rustle and move in the distant corner of the room. I immediately reach for Rabbit Punch. I didn't notice anything until just now. Has my emotional degradation already advanced this far? You have nothing to fear. It's just my brother. What? Your brother?
Wild.
Shit, I was muted. Oh, this is her dad, right?
Her brother.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Gijo Sumihiko shambles towards us from behind a partitioning screen in the back of the room. At first glance, he seems no different from any ordinary person, but a closer examination of his features reveals a thick layer of makeup covering his entire face. I've spent a long time living with my brother like this. Applying makeup becomes second nature after a while. Sumihiko takes a sword from the corner of the room and begins practicing a form. Unfortunately, his dull, unfocused movements, owing in large part to his advanced state of undeath, make it difficult to find any genuine beauty in his technique. He was an assistant instructor of the Adtai school, In life, he used to frequently practice like this. And even now, he remembers to do it from time to time. I see. Sometimes when I apply his makeup, he breaks into what appears to be a faint smile. No living dead should be able to maintain their emotions for 3 whole years. I know there's nothing left of the brother I once loved. I know them more than anyone, and yet... She freezes up. I can hear her voice tremble. I gently take her hand into my own. I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I went too far. No, you were absolutely right. I do need to start thinking about my future. I feel a sudden urge to hold her close. She wasn't just fighting hordes of the living dead out in the streets. She's also been waging an eternal war against her own doubts and insecurities. In the end, I refrain from hugging her. It's not my place to do that, especially now that I'm dead. That job belongs to the living. Sown, to be precise.
And I'm gonna call it there.
Fair enough.
Went from rescuing Mitsumin to now we're going to go rescue Soun.
Woohoo!
Yippee.
And more new revelations in this chapter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did that man willingly become what we saw?
Ikatsu?
Previous chapter. Yeah! Did he willingly become what he...
I don't think so.
Because he's alive. He'd
Oh
be
no,
alive.
I think he's very much a living dead.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes you just get programmed.
Yeah, Milgram is a really good necromancer, right?
True enough, true enough.
Alright. Where am I gonna send you guys to?
Indeed.
Into a crater.
Oh, you know what? Factor's playing Monster Hunter.
Woohoo!
Oh god. Craters.
Whee!
Well, until next time, everybody, may your stories grow ever more interesting.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Oh, I'm growing interesting all the time.
I'll bet. Alright. We'll continue this next week as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Can't wait.
it is getting interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad that every route has something to reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was under the assumption that he was that robotic centaur hi-fi the whole time.
Yeah, same.
He can probably just transform whenever he feels like it.
I don't think that's
You
how
know it
that
is.
works.
What, you never just, like, transformed mid-conversation?
No,
Unveil your-
I haven't.
Your centaur augmentations?
No. No.
Anyway, get all you get your library raids ready. Fubuki, we're past that. We're past the lewd stuff for now. Alright, bye everybody.
Bye bye, Pyong Pyong.
Bye!